In their academic careers, many students will regularly engage in the alluring nightlife that the college lifestyle promises. Whether hitting the bars or heading to a fraternity party, these environments typically provide a relaxing end to the week for students. However, with young adults indulging in their first taste of independence, a welcome atmosphere for sexual assault is created. In few places is sexual assault more prevalent than on a college campus, with almost 7% of women reportedly being raped between the ages of 18 and 24, according to the Center for Disease Control. In an attempt to further its stance on the issue, this university has established a new policy on sexual misconduct. Catherine Carroll was announced as the university's Title IX director in March, and updating the policy was one of her top priorities upon assuming office. But while well-intentioned, the university has received mixed reviews on its revisions.
So I understand that this is really controversial, which is unfortunate because it certainly never was intended to create sort of a hierarchy of sexual violence in different forms of abuse and oppression.
Along with defining such words as coercion, incapacitated, and dating violence, the new policy also made distinctions between sexual assault and sexual contact, formerly known as sexual assault 2. Sexual assault is now considered only as unwelcome penetration, with sexual assault including everything from unwanted groping to attempted rape. The distinction was meant to help provide guidelines for potential legal consequence, but many groups, like UMD feminists, see this as undermining the experience of victims.
That's a gray area because I don't think it sounds as severe as it actually is.
Also part of the new policy are changes to the adjudication process. Under the old policy, sexual assault was treated like any other violation of the Student Code of Conduct. During the adjudication process, supposed victims would have to face their alleged assailants. The prosecuting party would also be subject to cross-examination, a process that could potentially revive past psychological trauma. In an effort to avoid this, victims can now decline cross-examination and never face their attacker through the entire process.
At the hearing, if let's say he didn't want to be there, our office is charged with presenting the investigative report and the findings of the policy violation. And the investigator will do that much like a professional witness.
Some students, such as accounting major Austin Nkanka, agree with the change.
That if she doesn't have to see the examiner, it won't cause trauma in her mind to think about what actually, about a bad time in her life. And she can just probably in a calm, close, safe environment be able to actually tell the truth. So.
Other students are skeptical of allowing pertinent information to be withheld.
I don't know. I think it's important, the whole cross-examination, just for the protection of both the accused and the accuser. And that's why I think consent is so important, and understanding the whole dynamic of what exactly happened.
The university hopes to hold focus group this month for students to voice their concerns, though no official date has been set. But while one can still only hope for a day that sexual assault policy becomes unnecessary, for now, the university and its community will keep striving forward. For Good Question Blog, I'm Jacob Walker.